So we're taking a day trip to Bilbao today and also going to visit Dragonstone. It's not really called Dragonstone, but it's the place where Dragonstone was filmed on Game of Thrones. We're taking a bus to the airport so we can rent a car. And the reason we're renting a car is because we want to drive up to Dragonstone. There's not really a bus that goes up there that we know of. Anyway, we were on the bus and we fell asleep. So we missed our stop to the airport, so we got off about a mile and a half away. So we got off in this small town called Ondarriba.
Yeah,
It's actually really cute, has a lot of character, quite a little surprise. It's actually when you fly into San Sebastian, you fly into Ondarriba town, and then you have to take about a 45-minute bus to San Sebastian. We just ordered some food to go, and I don't think it's their normal thing that they do. They gave us a nice little box as if we were moving. We got our classic Spanish breakfast of zumo de naranja, fresh orange juice, coffee, and a croissant. I got the torrejas, the local French toast. Can't find my wife. Wifey? Gotti? Gotti?
Hi. This is my new house. We're getting close. Maybe like 10 more minutes.
Even these guys have a cathedral. Hey, look, we found France. That's France right across there. So we're on that blue spot right across the river there is France. The airport, someone's house. We got to the car, headed over to Bilbao. Kind of annoying driving on these roads. You gotta pay, how much did we pay? We paid a $2 toll. An hour later we paid an 11, and when I say dollar, I mean euro. 11 euro toll. Think we have any more tolls coming up?
Hopefully not.
Is this a Basque country thing or a Spain thing?
Maybe a Spain thing? I don't know.
Another dang toll. This is our third toll on our trip to Bilbao. We paid, let's see how much we have to pay. Gracias. All right, that one's not too bad, 70 euro cents.
Yeah, right here next.
Behind me stands the Guggenheim Museum. I just got done with the Guggenheim Museum here in Bilbao, Spain, and it was actually really cool. We almost didn't even go in, but we decided to go in, and very unique, modern type art that was going on there, and it was very deep, but also very easy to understand. So one of my favorites was one that had hanging Buddhas. They were hanging upside down, and then also at the top there were keyboards and other kind of modern day-to-day items. And it was kind of a play on irony that people worship Buddhism, which is, you know, trying to get rid of material things in your life, and yet we're surrounded by material things all the time. So it's this dichotomy of being non-materialistic, at the same time being surrounded by materialism and capitalism, and this chaos that it creates in one's own headspace. So I thought that was really fascinating for me. And my second favorite one was also from a Chinese artist. It basically was this guy who went somewhere, grabbed a rock, threw the rock, then walked to the rock, wrote down the time and the distance that he traveled to get to the rock. He picked it up again, threw it again, walked there, and did that. And he continued to do this with various rocks until he no longer could find any of the rocks. And what the art symbolized there was how we're documenting all these mundane, day-to-day little details that don't really matter, and that prevents us from really thinking on bigger things in life. We're caught up in so the day-to-day mundane details that it doesn't really matter tomorrow what we talked about today.
My favorite exposition was the first one that we walked into. It was by a Portuguese woman, and she was displaying modern art mostly in relationship to women, and a couple things that caught my attention. The first one was a chandelier made by tampons. The sexual expectations on women and marriage and the menstrual cycle, and how she's trying to make it seem like something normal because it's something taboo in many societies. So she's trying to really bring that out by exposing it through her art. Another one that caught my attention was, because she's from Portugal, so she was representing the Virgin of Fatima, who supposedly appeared to some children in Portugal, and she had this display where she has several images of the Virgin of Fatima, and yet, even though it's something supposed to be holy, yet there's this mass production and trying to make it something commercial when it should be something holy and not something for business. So she really caught my attention, and that was probably my favorite part of the Guggenheim expositions.
It's pretty quiet here, way different than San Sebastian. It's a way smaller city, I think about 300,000 people, but it's pretty quiet here at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. So I got about 3 hours of sleep last night. We came to Bilbao and we're waiting for this game to end so we can go home. It's about 10 p.m. right now, and we got an hour drive home. Well, that was perfect timing. That was manifestation right there. Well, golly, we're in a shootout. Russia, Croatia. Oh!